Welcome everyone. Welcome to Sikasem. Sending every Monday be no third week of the month. Ne Mr. Obenda Kon Asia. Na usually in case 7 p.m. for every year, but when it comes to the third week now, 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time and 9 p.m. GMT. And so same thing and welcome again. Sikasem, Patrick Befi, High Life Radio and OTA. And me offer Sikusikan Camp and Mr. Obenda Kon and Michiamuina. So being Kwasi Michiamu.
Yes, boss.
Of Happy Ejoso.
Yo. Kwasi.
Of Happy.
We try and sana. You start the program. Say we father of you can say the history man himself. Anyway,
yeah.
The almost says enough and change and see they took him.
Sanity.
All right, so my
yeah, me that's legend which ya chetie phone here phone na and then so abakosem and as a bibi memu abakosem no very short but powerful. Na Nkrofo to put rugby and he said yeah Africa for no about technology, about mathematics, about medicine inimshi na yedi kaka the Edwin Smith papyrus no ho asempe meka say so connected dots na Hotep time in a document is document now it talks about it's the oldest medical journal now when in the year 1879 there was a British medical doctor Biane Freno no nya doctor Mpunwe no a medical student so any missionaries about Uganda Moko kingdom be a friend in the Bonyuro kingdom maybe I might not be pronouncing it well but Oko Google be who said in spelling here Bunyor the Bonyuro kingdom and they were Uganda and into Okoye no he witnessed a cesarean section, C-section. Maybe me naturally now doctors in the surgery no may yabofrano. In the year 1879, this medical student who said the local people are no more the Bonyoro kingdom, no, they were able to perform cesarean section. Now African first people a year cesarean section there, na ibia koso European. But and one said the recovery rate and then the survival rate was something unheard of. Also usually at that time now you need painkillers, any anesthesia, the best suppressive pain. But at that time, within few days, the mother will be up very active and then will be breastfeeding the baby. This was in the year 1879. No mutimi yet. Cesarean section complete. Enye se ma mini bewu anase akra ni bewu. So sadie we ni Bruni no na wanwa. So he documented everything the over baby. So bit me the he made a sketch because he just witnessed everything from the beginning of the process till say ye akra no, and then he even followed up to say ma mini akra no na omo ye. No documented his information way in the year 1884, and then he presented it to Edinburgh because he was Scottish. Yeah, so they are part of the United Kingdom. And to get picture now, this was a sketch of what he witnessed. The local medical doctors now the time are more pipe no me abofrano during the cesarean session. And this was a sketch that he made. I've talked about the survival rate. The mother will recover within few days, which means that at that time, the people in the Bonyoro kingdom, they even had an idea about anesthesia. A bit in the mamino auntie yao kese na yetime ya abofrana mamino so afaneba. And this was again in 1879. By Sanema way, there are some people who probably have gone to medical school, but they don't even know about this. But Obejia to say, Africa for no, ye nimshe. Minimum down for BDH, or say hypocrisy far better than Imhotep. Now I say you probably don't know about Imhotep because if hypocrisy rather even acknowledges Imhotep. You know say or no hypocrisy no edge to me say Imhotep was more powerful. And the interesting thing is that if you go to Greek mythology, one of their gods, his name is Asclepius. And this Asclepius no Imhotep no a god. They say that he is the god of medicine. And this Asclepius na a Greek for gods Imhotep, which is a way of acknowledging him. And remember, before East Africa, West Africa, South, you migrated from the northern part, which is the Kemet days or the ancient Egypt days. So I'm tempted to believe that some of this knowledge they took it from that side and they were practicing it. Emobia and Kantro say, no nim Sanyama way nana. Brunin Ebe introduces Anima way we were performing cesarean section, and the survival rate and the recovery rate was far better. And then it was unheard of to the Europeans at that time.
Again, welcome again to Sikasem SIA Positive Africa. Send the BSC every Monday. And a topic near a topic from Konkra. I know it. Mr. Bain, topic with I know it. I will say a topic they say why you I'm say my deviate you where is the topic? The topic is go for it. Why you young Africans omo anyway we dem fan chemi kakra ha I'm say me ko fa me ne safo topic na no edin. Why young Ghanaians are winning financially and their parents are confused. Why young Ghanaians are winning? Na me bisa obi say yemoni say young Ghanaians be brave winning because of information munya. Information free information be brave no a free Mr. Obenda Akun the books ready the seminars the teachings be brave. Ama young Ghanaians be brave winning. Because you already no start here beside questions.
Sure. Thank you for Bev. Another topic in India very powerful. Why young Ghanaians are winning financially and their parents are confused. Now, legend, my first question is winning, you did kind of winning our dream and son a peer and so what do you think becomes that paradigm shift in their mind as you say mmeranteɛ ne mmabaawa bebree a wɔ Ghana a wɔwɔ aburokyiri baabi a wɔn ho biara no sisi sikasɛm mu no nneɛma ɛrekɔ yie paa nyɛ sɛ bi wakɔyɛ wakadre anaa biribi but what really happens to the mind sisi no ama saa nneɛma wei no yɛn mu dodoɔ na yɛyɛ young no nneɛma ɛkɔ yie sikasɛm afam ɛwɔ yɛ abrabɔ.
Okay, me that's me ciao. Now, you don't want to say.
Pacho,
Mr. Kankam.
That's right. And the truth of the matter is, I would say before about no confusion. We can't keep on saying that, and it is our fault. Not necessarily. Obi the school ba no the next ba na oyi ni movie chirawo na o chirawo ni geography ni physics ni mathematics even the standard of worth ni history na sa nipa no mpe wuye da ntambia oni tim so so di uso na we na ko na sa no ma na akoso a medwen say yes statistic yeah sorry every sa how num abraya nya nimdeɛ foforɔ a etimi ma ye challenge na ye question deɛ o mo ka kyerɛ ya first part na adwen sɛ eno na ye no korɛ and me dwen sɛ mrante de bebree no wo no mo kasa sesi a o mo nya akukuduro so mbetima question sa no ma.
Yeah,
and I think the moment you're able to question the deception, then you're on your way to finding the truth. And the moment you find the truth, I think you'll be free. And that's it. That's it. And until I know mranche bebre who said do entesa me kai se na se me call Mass TV maame ba ko o say I'm so a new person sir o say o market ba ko ahia man nankofo kan maya maame fo no mo adwam ho no mo kan program no ho asem den until I'm there shocking kakra so omode etoto omusika sem no madwen sisa and so me doing say it's no magic. I mean you can't free people without giving them knowledge, without giving them the truth of who they are and what they have. And me doing say no and you can want say my ma ipa ne bebre a omo hwehwe bibi dada no so omo de akoma pa som na on say wo de ade ni bom wie na say bibia bia ono a som na so okope no kore na ohun ne kore na otimi wo say o say ade ne kore nyu husa and me doing say no dia and nipa bia no so we start say we toto no normal ye wona adwen mu particularly abrabo no be hu so and me doing say no and I see.
Fantastic. And legend, Maminfa we FM. I know Ibia by now, Papa Neshemi. Saturday, no, me go room. Say African restaurant be recommended. I'm saying me ko try my beer and be enche. Intimate kono, we be dimachi, but I had a feeling that this person is a Ghanaian. Intimate kwesi, but me dey man because say enye me ngwana me di kwesi Ibia na or yeko. I feel me kosa na mate or say can come. Let me say, what can come there? Then it means it's probably me. Timmy Chairman, you know, say, oh, your friend on Papamo, and he has been watching us. Or me who of a bed, he mostly watched your program now, and one and then he was so happy, he was so enthused. He talked about knowledge, I share, and just in any job was so I'm or the make wow. And then one thing what Kanya managing where I said, even though he has been here for long, Sibia ne ba ibi I know how our channel or say auto books ni bi edemano or read book no. The daughter started saying, say, as this say dear, me Timmy started say me ye baby. It is our message, yeah, pass it out one say whether through the book and I say YouTube channel or no. A year juma, sana mi mekano, a year juma, and most people need patience, and most people need that time. Say obey encouraging it, say continue seeking the knowledge, continue putting it into practice. Na a bad day, near my best is anti Mijidi Paza is more about the knowledge which liberates the people. Yeah, me Mijidi Tum Sapa.
Wow.
Yeah, knowledge. Okay. The knowledge in India is the key. Knowledge in India, you try and track it. Intro India. Just say the first say na the na hame pie. The first say the baby school. Na yen try be a cry dream answer will see free crew. And a dear hard dream pa because yen try be ya dream nan say as a we school no free ho. And pass we are it no so shweni pa bibria e bi o ma nya kwan entimi entu kwan a sankrofo na se we nya different knowledge hu say oh e bi ade wo ye nya as we school no be a 19 say bi a okọ university we be 22 23 up to be all the way be 50 or train so be kwa brochi e hard dream papa sad no because ya try ya dream set me the be am ka bibia me say me am the ho example my dream nan say me we school me frikru no which was nipa bebria na me nimo me nan fofo from school from finia ya dream nan say I said there who are going to be the when my idea as was wo wie no akọ enti there's no wie kra na wo ye bibi kra na de ne koso no still kra no wa dream ni ho no ene di nya pa na dream ni ho wa dream nan sister dey so tukwan because nipa bebri komu wie na komu ye bibi na kanema start say koso kra na komu ba ha no komu say no mo atenka no bu a kai bu e bedro se masa mi ntimi ye go back that kra na esiro mo ekua di ni tinka say de guy wa ko de so abodam kra abodam yes e ka chen so abodam kwame yes kwame Then what just say yenti be da on head of na adwen ye onu nya asem mu nentem to no ogbae no sese ne oka no ne nafofo kra so aboda office e din ne fiefo beka to oni okoya no kwakras no okọ start farming okoya no kwakras which is baby 90 be friends 2006 so be no okoya so masa mintimi me ko say no information awanya no na de bia no read ni esre no try all churches okwa no after that no so okoya say afidi akwa na aboda because we try bibia wie itiro wie ne say de ate afa so that papa so nim na si anuma to ankasa okoye na when you say okono no nkuta menyesho so no nkuta be $3,000 kra yeah you know yo eti said the okan information na amanfo nya more confident and the max TV so we say guy back no okan o say now because of the information our they managing most people in so befia omo bibi tipa bebre omo nsuro biem omo nim say as omo ye ready aba because omo so omo bibi you know because say ye die ni na say ya adwen say to say bibi na wose ye to say Walmart wose ye Amazon enye ye die no ye die ni say we starting kakra ni dia manfo ahyehye no eti ni de bia ye kopiska aba ko no edit 30 years na oko na 2050 you know omo ntimi amakora bi omo amabi kura na still all train still no beba up to now 50 years or train so beba britiro or train 50 years there are so many people who train 50 years on person about yeah no eti message ni de so what now so me a change nyama bebre at least you know I'm say da ben Saturday so me say na guy wa akoka say say we say ne software say we say nyame adwuma say na emphasis bi a buy was so he say nipa no also enim say ne class say pure mass TV or say nipa no na first no ntie also a devotion say onye devotion bi mo tie your friend is saying tie o message in the morning no say na guy na try say say uhia nyame de nipa no tie devotion wi a okwa adwuma no akọ wi ade na o tie this message no o wi ade it one na nyame adwuma see ade ba kwa be the difference I mean kakra so no say especially talking to and as knowing people are omo de som na akra bre no ade ba kwa me hu omo say when obi o sika bi eye bibia o fan say mission so it is the meche no e adwuma o ye o seven yankopon ma na o seven yankopon ma so a unya reward that is the money that comes no and found na de but o say ye will know she be say just ade no wa sorry dem kwa na ye nyame adwuma
yeah
ba hwe omo ton ade wo ha you know your friends say omo yi o ton niama and so office say yes o feeding crofo nyame adwuma na o ye no o si da man crofo dem o man crofo ba bi da e nyame adwuma na o ye no ba o say de bi adwen nya ne say enya sorry dem and I may help her and one no I'm off of you say just say they be a heaven but more if say see etena wiase ansa na ebekọ heaven ayako it ya dream now heaven no kwa dan see ebekọ see etena wiase no it say help her we don't even think about that you know
okay it's so amazing and there's a brand about Kwaku Junior or Bibi. We shouldn't forget about God and his power and I'm saying namokra se be kra oh to e dia da chese o dim God no kra adwuma kra wo kwa da wo bolase go for this kama o se fa ya adwuma na wo twa ho wo bi kuta bible and so anwura sorry dem managers wo sum nyame even our understanding no ho amrante ni be timi send me messages out and so do you believe spirituality and business na say o can be business here if you say mission as a matter of fact understanding of spirituality is purpose, is mission.
Yeah.
When they say spirituality, that's what they mean. Sense of purpose, sense of mission, serving humanity. To a case or spiritual meaning of anything, and that is what they are looking for. it goes beyond material realm that is able to change lives. Yeah, you can spirituality. Yeah, can prophet or who soon yeah, who kakamo to be men and Nadia no yemi. May bomb pie dear kum and before any friend is spirituality. So we don't understand it. And sadly, it doesn't matter your caliber or your status or how many people follow you. If you don't have the truth, you don't have it. And you will produce a lot of people who are confused after you. And so this is a tug of war where those who don't have understanding think they have the truth. And it's a watch that be more. Anything that I know Saturday, engineer Nyako say Nadam for Bako say they will be is against the church. I'm saying, oh, to our no didn't grow for here for Sika to talk and oh, they say you are for the church. Do you know the church? So it's because of his wrong understanding of what the church is and who Christ is. And for us, Bibia also be a religion. Yamfa religion ni suma memua enwi pay. Inti asema ye kakra na emfa ho no kra na wo se ye pepan bia so na ye de be hye me de ababom ne yese no. Oh say ye de no. Inti Eden pa say because between say e basa mancrofo ko amanehunum. If you don't have proper understanding of anything, you're likely to destroy it. And we don't have proper understanding of life. So that's why we are destroying lives. So, and here was you never vote baby or motisa. Our money a coon, a chiro, grow. A big trouble let tebe chiro, and I'm so much out in your corner. Would there was who him knows all you said the H&N in Yawas to the only Nukotre. It's a free world. Why are you frustrated? Are we the only people teaching?
Yeah, Omefro chances here. Not
Amani, I don't know about your catcher was a massa. Mamma Bako catch them was it? Mum, beside question be my answer. Was it mum, dear man, Tian and Maba one of the essence of my brother just said the Ocan. Or how can I do?
The truth will set you free.
Yeah, was it Michelle the Amrantan a day? Yeah, not as a big or maybe me meaning. What you do? Plainly. And so it's not even about us. Forget about the acre, say no crazy, no crazy. Shabrantian and ne also free to buy one fasika mass for the Bobra. After 2 years, one what me for nipa doing. Apa nipa doing? And this one maybe I go with my
yeah.
No.
Yo, mama, men tonga de kakra. Ayi. So ben, before say bekono, yanka bibi kakra mfa ye seminar na eba so 2070. Charlie February ya na ndi yo. February ai. E dia na expect.
Oh, you so hard you. No kwene say exact same way mu no. One who say abrofo particularly omasika for no. One nsema omo kan public. And omo nsema omo kire omo ba. So Ghana, just like America, it wants some baby or a car for the people to feel good, but they don't practice it. A lot of abrofo, Esika Foba, Bejuna catches, by the grace of God, even their politicians, their musicians, their celebrities. But really, in their secret room, they say something different. Wealth is not luck. Wealth is not favor. Wealth is structure. System is based on knowledge, skill. We muromo mekanchre. And into no more of amon almost one in a wound sustain Corano to us on us. Answer no more in school then. Almost selected people much almost are normal. Now, yeah, the Anuso and Cofone D. Anusua. Only soon summoning Yankoma de Cataso. Joba Bontia, one teaming constructively. Now, Branta Bacoca was obeying as okay. Over the last 15 years, Nami you. But now, meaning said, may and papa, nay, and one. Copim some started saying videos, no say, I said, ye may no one. Nanny papa on a casa same way. And then I'm named Marinam Achimotamo. Mammy Balco. Who share me no jiname. What can deep things. And your religion has a maybe grow. Was it all along? Now, means and cophobity in some normal copim some videos. We stood there about 1 hour. Obi a mean she and that. And normal American have our hamburger until they are hot yanka. But in normal mamene chre what England was what top level meetings. Now what tell the kind was wow. And so nipa so betimako anima a normal would show mu. And I don't even think say nipa bebre yedi eni etiasiesa. Now no papa ba ko amini no. O se kwab na wo se dan enye yedie. And so ultimate tongue in sika. And I'm saying, that we are about tongue than will be anto over. We say,
cheap price.
Yaria was the year down here 100,000. I would done was in over 12 years old. And the gas of worth is machine, a Jessica. So only home to fear out timidity. He bet my kayak home, but just what the year. More you know, a mechanism, it's a structure, it's a system. Obedience is always celebrating to a year, even though he has no investment, no asset that is cash flowing, nothing, no system. And you know what one yesika, but the agent said that is worth. There's a big difference. We even think that fame is worth, which is different. Or even government position or political position is worth. And so if you don't understand what, then what are you building? And until I turn cocoa for the copy. Kuyenti yedi ase. Eni ntina papa na di 55 years woni investment bia nisika kakra ko na o de kwa koye PhD. And so onya na nyo so be kira de. And so yedi no eni tumi ankasa no. Ye ya ye beto abrofo no ntintan mu no. So ye nipa tuntuma enya hanko. Ba bia mo nyina bibifo no yenti yedi ase. Ko yedi no metima kase o mo te ase ye. Ebi amena na ebi jamfi papa mo anasa ebi jamfi na nkasa kokkrafo na o man ko school anko asori na o mutimi chichiri yedie no medwen se abibifo o mo na nati yedie ase broni no ma wa hyehyɛ yedie akire yedie jebosia na fakoto we na ye we no na control structure ni nyina na de school for particularly until I hear crash ni ababa wa bia honya kakra bia odwezi wa ye kopim se ye na die afragima. And so ye pese e kire se yedie no se wote ase a ana obetime hu se baabi a wadui ana se kwan onam so ye kwan a odi bedie ana se ye kwan a odi abosi to abotai e di perfume agu so agu ho e ka Venice Range Rover na wo pese o kire se wadi so ye krom ya ukoko Dubai and China and America ba ye nim se wadi it's very far from it. And into China ni na she chalowate and so the factory offer the 1,000 na Ghana ni pe investor wa che si utabotai
Obakasa agro no kre you know see na ye mu bebre kra said you can omo ya de no your friend unconscious incompetent consciousness or say unconscious incompetent they don't really so why you kra na bisa no you know obeka say nyame. Yes, it's true, but so why yes our process na came out for you confused said you can we say no niama na frafra ye de hadie kakra beka ho ye de hadie kakra beka ho nti una na edu dem fidie no o chiro na wo cool school na e no so ye de koka ho ama why you confused nti mu bebre are confused we don't even know what is going on it what the sia kakra na nya ya by confusion bebre ni na say if fi say hwe kran san ni ha cause ana ya me ate ase nti no hwe ni ente wo si ni free ha no yo so mumie nyina enko world process baso 27th na register na enkonkotie mame ma bibibiem obi si adana de bia wo sameba de bia wo sameba
However, say maybe I want to 200,000. The best place is to invest in knowledge.
Whether it's
CD or dollar or wherever you are, if you are not seeing 100,000 as income, I will not even put it as profit. As income, the only way you will get to that level is because you have higher knowledge. And anything that was always there. And then right there, baby, who says go so them ma team so be who says go that. Because some of them shame. Now they ba come who says uncle for now show more cast who ska kese no. Omunyina catch us as no papa metie kopem anwumere. The omoka no. Womo no megina megye chinye wo hia wa o misa question po. Wo mfrɛ o misa o he no an say mi so ben me da si o. E che sa den de ma download agu me phone so. Eno na mbo sa na say sika me wo no. Eno aro no. O ka sika ya o mra obi mom, o mra obi no an say mi so ben ma talk car so. Wan ga say o mi so ben 10,000 eje. Eno an say me da se pa.
Wouldn't say one more home.
Oh, what do we got? Was it? Oh, Nancy, I know I cry. Well, yes, come away because I know my container. Edward, we had what I was. Interesting, I'm here to buy a because yes, we ain't get the ball better so. In Kaupa bra 2,000 Opa member. In the Lipata,
you come have border.
That's right.
So yeah, some day they be at my car. We say. Hey, what do you mean? When I just did it, with the other member for free.
And once a while, yes, a way so. Madam for Bakuda Kai was Miss Obey. We are my Jumana thing because doctor operation our Jiska. In the end of the Jiska. Lawyer or cocoa to our Juska. Now then, I won't come up as a yen for 4 I was on all your soft crowd friend. I was the board to hold Pabra or Pabby friend. One no friend of I an interview of it to go. What's what the time will be? And the radio station friend of you, hell, I know also probably Memphis or on time of the energy because in a 1 hour, no one they produce on a jubem, and this all catchers will make you 1 hour of Bejuska. And in the born in Yagro, minimum Bacosos are about Jumemua, 1 hour $5,000. Gana here, Opa, Tia Opa, Memtia on found on Frel. You know, but yeah, a different vision. Make I 2001, we school me where people be a train. And one of the things that made them train one, I'm a boss umpire, almost a umpire. A boss umpire be 10 or 20 years. Say Africans will be enlightened. I can show you the people they are here. This one is 2001 there. Any fasting. Me fasting 3 days, 4 days. You bumpire from an opportunity. Many years. Until obviously, mete and a karma coma. If you want to take it to the religion, these are highly spiritual statements. Until so and yet it was sense of mission. Now, once a while between way more, it's just your way to say that okay, the way you know. As a matter of fact, for any vision to continue, there must be value in return.
Yeah.
You can't keep taking, thinking that it will continue. It's a lie. Because you're their time. You're the name there. And tears is here, is their time because you're Juma, baby, a Juma be Bruno, a Babruwe. But ye name say, you must be my Cassinas and co 40 sumua. Sa sumun or motim no yasu because I assume no swaba. We just strike the balance. They're just striking a balance. And the kind of things you cry, as I say, they are in millions. And this is a training deal we are, and go for better normal bibrasi. But people must also know that they know where to spend money. And one of the best places they spend money is on knowledge, is on themselves. The poor man has no value for knowledge, especially paying for it. That's why he's still struggling. That's why he will go and pray, supernatural, and nothing will still happen. Because I know my way when you say in comfort church. Omukro invest question MBA near the way, hundreds and something thousands. We are still who find. But to beat me away, what them? Oh, you are teacher for Bibrea or more fraying. A candy message in your mom. Opposite for and now I'm chroma. I can tell you, say, young chrome in 5 minutes. I will be in United and I will be in chair, will take care of my wall salute too. And I will dance here. But wouldn't number baby and baby sufra, which the Bibles know, you know, watch out everywhere. And I think it's because we invested a lot of effort, a lot of time in this. And it's also so, but also no matter invest in that. And a lot of the things I invest in, you know, they cost money. The kind of books that we have bought, data cry now, bro. And kakra and I yes, Even software usually every month is paid.
Yeah.
You know, so all benefited. Then there was one for the 100,000. If you pay 300 for this, you're doing nothing. As a matter of fact, I was developing a course with my friend. The price of the total service also be that journey. So we have to strike balance.
Yeah.
So you're always thinking of our people. And as a matter of fact, we are half first father 1,000, and they would move 10,000, 20,000. Every time even if you can't have time to come, pay for somebody to come. That's why we are going to spread the message.
Mm-hmm.
Because already what 5,000 who be that. What the bear 40 years now to me 5,000 and there to me because I wouldn't to me don't say you say no to me 50,000. And every time somebody is sending you a message of what they are achieving. Every time. Also, my TN bear 2 years in you, maintain one card that won't frame it that. 10 years. You know, and it's because we committed to it. And money, you can't place money as a value on what we teach. No, it's more than money.
Amen.
Money. Yeah.
Amen. I said the way and say the okay me then say I will say a chromophobe because him say we drew point to be as a chromophobe to some hard. And I'm say a soon phone baby worry about no must say the obrody on a serious note, BBB will say, my brain or home because here, you know, constant knowledge, you know, here. Yo, we US no so tax time so mumrana share tax so mamo party solution you know some of free financial sessions bit me build wealth Western world also taxes as say kubo PED or taxes I was all tears be church room say obetimi pay tax I will be pay no because no taxes legally, please, legally, not illegal, legally. There are so many ways I bet him the it will join here 703-981-1910. You bet me a share na your tax swama. Kwaziko.
Yeah, legend. You say I can't say a penny dear wasem bebre na and then the foundation of us being victorious. Now say Osha youth no more. Ebi bomodin pa utimi share obi say ordinary dress and ordinary appearance na e kan dia ebi abeka say onihwe but obi any bank account mu kire he has millions, he has hundreds of thousands of Ghana cedis. Na ebi so afa knowledge e de bomodin wa abrabo mu no obi so ho a to say parents here cause some of the parents are confused obi so ho a ni parents ka kire ni say abrabo ni nyina na enye sika na ukura obija ho akọ ibu okretimi ka kire ni say one hwe abewu ama sebi nkwasafo na edi usika but this is a young person he is trying to work so hard to make ends meet na I take a Bible quotation was it papa are you righteous no only ja echirima enjapade. So I believe that most of these young ones, they are not being selfish or more thinking 10, 20 generations ahead. Into no mobile modern time, but or more even not even our phone grandpa, the close people around them. No, a branch BIN and to be one and more maybe or a graduate via MB by saying no near Juma, and she also beton kinky ewokrum. She also beton could be ewokrum. DJ Nyami interview young guy be. He makes a lot of money from selling coconut. So young was the able modern, but whether parents, loved ones, sometimes even their life partners. And so so how can these young people or mobile modern navigate their way around? Because these are your parents, loved ones, but how can you also respectfully navigate your way around that? Offending because the GDA say young people seem be brave. Your move face no be person free akọ Ghana but ni mama ya catch and say so nim na so si Ghana owu amani si na eyi ase obi aka ya catch and say so nim no ba Ghana enye ne ba ni biem So how do we navigate our way around these kind of circumstances, especially coming from loved ones or close family?
Auto bobo or so task on take. Until on tennis and scale any blood now the border. In fact, anything you guys have granted no develop on the path to greatness. It's a straight path. It's a part of truth. It's a part of knowledge. It's a part of higher thinking. Many times the way you are likely not to end in greatness. Because nipa no do no ande omuni mu anomo ye enitima do no ayira no so onim say usua de wo de adwumaden wo de nokre you have sense of mission, sense of purpose. What the bear 25 years o ma make us o na sense na years ya so de nkanya bone so wo a ye ne ya ne be woko enti you know. I'm saying that because don't forget that white supremacy is eating 99% of our people. Until the brony become na yenije hu. Before the brony shisha be an no na yenije hu. And into that sebe, otims are sorry anipa koi. So for ikranko edunsuni Bible no she ekuta na keke. And oko to a friends what she see but to comfort. And there's nothing wrong with comfort. The only thing is that he's hiding. So he's dishonest. It's one religion or the idea. Or their cover. And so my miss one got transfer of Nasia. One sorry, one to me, I mean to us one because my meaning no creno. A lot of our people are not equipped with the truth. And when you are not equipped with the truth, you are controlled by lies. And so say yeah, CCDA. I can tell you that many of my parents see Kai and Tiasia. Abrabono cry born as I want him. Ostrobroni. As a matter of fact, I buy humanity, I buy position a your mufe. Brony chrome na your mufe. No credit make a wrong. And to all parents, need the no see a demand, need the no see a demand, need the same, which is parents. But in terms of knowledge, many of them don't have it. And in I said, oh, free, I couldn't be a school or so, person watching the baby or Ghana. Hey, Ghana, they would do Ghana, they have any whole young one, Yamina, what to be a free hacker. Meanwhile, China for her. Companies are going to there's one the other mammy. Or for Bako. And Yagro cry said, can come so up as well, Tragan and Bobra. Nagan, when Yamina, I should have won free her. Wouldn't you pay Missa? Now, I know what I make. Mamma catch it was all among 4 people. Oh, what you be out of town. But I understood it. What tells you? But I understand her, because of the Onim and I'm the Messiah. And so there's no way I'm going to make my baby over anything. There's no way I'm in Papa Bayen to cry Akasa or can I say and I said, I want to make you and I'm in cry. I mean, we can let it go. And so, but I think pursue your greatness, pursue your mission. Because the real way, it doesn't matter how parents live amount. What you be known of is what you achieve. It doesn't matter power or parents live amount. It's what you do with that power. So life reflects what people achieve mainly. To a very large level, and your satisfaction will come from your achievement. And so baby, I will be honest. If you're exerting force and knowledge, you will see that you're on the right path. You see it. When you are just and there's no pain greater than so unim so adiwe no senkawe. But who any abusuanto kwenti wajai no titem. With the 70 years cry, you will still live with that regret and that pain. That's it. And so you will see, as a matter of fact, in their 80s and 90s who are satisfied and settled and fulfilled and happy of their lives. Many times it's because they took the path of risk, a path that people did not accept. But they knew within them that this was what they were born to do. And so it's not just about parents try to protect you from risk and being daring. But in the future, that thing will eat you out. I mean, say me family papa mo asema aye kan ya. E na ko share baby, me na me yire e na bia ya ko school and ya pa adwuma bia ya. There's no way. There are so many people that we would have known. You know, and if you take that part, the first 5-10 years, nobody understands you. But it's okay because you know you have taken that part. That is so desired. So, Abusa Fone de Omeka. Now say up to date will be Abusa. Now my Abusa for me do come out. We will go over where Abusa anymore. Just or I know Gangaria or Chiranabe. What you make a bibino a catch of Saturday I'll carry it. I don't forget it. Yeah, Becca. I don't know me. So, maybe I saw your brand here. So, if you are more fidiwa, that's different. 15, 12. But if you are 25, 30, you're no more a kid. You must pursue your greatness. President Mama Munya said, why did they choose to live here? Let's face it, that's it. And so, Obianim said there was a path that I should have taken. And there's that voice that's still speaking to you. And who's explaining us on you don't have to explain yourself further. Take the risk. As a matter of fact, the other time I made my parents back Ghana. Made them papa and many move, but to go home back on Okai. I was in a half any at it, you're not Abramo Chenasi. All right. And so if you don't win, what is wrong? Nothing. But you're likely to win. Yes. And so I would say take the bullet. Abuzano, wow, Abuzazo here or mono. Sebe, over my mere foot to be brea, ebe him. Was already beating her. I mean, and it's a new corona album. Then you would be here. Now, a human, oh, yeah, a foot to a wood to know the also be your but they see who as a food dog a quieto. Yeah, and Nimna won him to a very large level.
Your friend said Maxwell Max say I say it's sad some of us our fathers are scared that we may become success success than them. Not sad. I don't think so. So maybe start this question say why are they confused?
They are confused.
Why are the parents confused?
Africans before so bet matter hono and no be do the above on said the entire branch and the canechia. Omutimi successful is because you're breaking normal bed dubia consistently. Almost every topic revolves around that. The African consciousness, there's the history, the dignity, the financial knowledge, financial intelligence, financial education, wealth education, systems thinking, critical thinking. Oh, Sanomana yake kanu, technology.
What books or
Sanomana it's a model. And it's a someone normally be break titi. Your parents is anoma way sabe. I mean, walk out so like a bumpire amount. And they will be as anoma way. And they will live in that quagmire, in that confusion state for the rest of their lives. And you don't have to blame them for that. But one case I want your information, or better as a phrase. And maybe the minimum say, over I saw here choices here. And you better just said before me you're confused. I mean, what's the 10-bedroom Okumase? Where the 55 years? Oh, talk with the American visa. Are you sure you're some? You're not some, but you ain't mean kind of direct. What they stick our ball care was in a ball home by. Over VIP, and conformable bumpire over cannon both as an accident because we need to something on your accident and your bosom. Now, over Castle was a bayan talker. But therefore, what we university and the same practice, no one said the one could be. So, whether the African has gone to school or is not gone to school, a lot of things we are not clear. And the confusion is actually ongoing. You are so far can say, I'm more preacher because they are confusing the people. What's now radio one? You go for political discussion, democracy. More no more team produce hey. More time no more they discuss democracy. It's confusion. More drama and more drama. Say telenovela said then day. Abraham Crawford ne produce what in Amokofa. So if you're really serious, you know what is important. The skill set that the people don't have. That's why they can't produce anything. And instead of you to focus on building the knowledge base for the development of such skill sets, you rather entertain the people in their struggles and their poverty. Look at the music that people write. There's not much philosophy in them. You just dance. You become nothing. Nothing wakes up in you. Look at some of the books that people write. Demo, something, favor, something. And man for knowledge, they are creating iPhone, yenny, go for your computers, yenny be t-shirt, yenny be. Oh, Trebi be a dynamic survey, so soon no man amote. And your honeyete, a honeyete. What they have books and go for tre. Soon someone as I said. Yeah, it's a bit. I got a vote. How many of you are being taught technical things about that building factory or better tools? No. Immigration. Chewa Brahani and Kwajo. We are Jumami and Sat 9. Those are the things that we taught. We are teaching our people. So we are confused people. Sadly. Now, Obenya Obi very intelligent about building all kind of arguments, but the fact is that it is clear. So information normal produce normal change the base of any economy is a limited demand. And Penino Koran would be any more he may not be aware. So on one case I know him. The brand here on as I say was now no big story which then. Or say what Nipana we school. Now or Tunania or no over as a matter of fact, may call Madame for Andy. Crop authorities say bibisa omo ye program be pressure call hono pagino da no e me onko university it me kosra na me na mo chiro ha me na mari ye na me chiro na professor ba ko be chia ye so be me hebo professor I be chira de go university am say and na be bia do bi hwe wo say be o karo no ano no na me do be ba sorry na wa be chira me microphone anyway and me just say nimbia ye de be crew away or say a copy or ya brand ya PBB or so timi catch or say no nimbia be ye timi de produce bibi no nimbia be ye timi de chichiri bibi minim dansi mitimi ye engine mitimi repair computer mitimi create way mitimi turn no mitimi build a business. There should be some 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 technical expertise that you have, and then no yeni. It's one thing Ghana developing. Now who there's another thing Ghana developing. If you don't build our knowledge base in terms of business, investment, technical expertise, we will not be the ones leading the wealth. We will be working for those who control the wealth. You know, so parents, you know, they say what they know is what they're practicing.
Wow. What they know is what they are practicing. Quick one for Bethany Legend. So
no
problem.
I'm saying there's a class coming on, AI training class, 6 weeks. It started 31st. You know, your friends say code we are. The good thing is say AI and be a bit me and yet didn't say taker or say coding. We are very simple. And a bit ma usika so akosro. In your piscantem, especially omo amanono no piscantem aduane we mu ye. Nurses near I know what we have baby afa. Hey, bebre nurses near do be down now so sa opeso nya 100,000 Christ so overtime. Nya we mu ka ho betimi aboa. Na when say hadie etichi about say wow be wadwuma. We interest say okwa kohyem sa o ya na wo pekwan obefa so a wo be yi ho afrim investment ne sa na nya no kwa say AI so eba no so no sa na wealth so transfer until we invest and never be invest wo mu no so say ho na ekọ you know yeah person join the class now 6 week you know scan a code na 703-981-1910 numbers no pick kwasiko.
Yeah, Legend, may you about be sick question be so me to presby ma me okoya be sorry penny senior presbyter about what senior presbyter it's not discipline the untimi gas on sorry but it got to a point in time my life more I can tell you for a fact said be 1 year man sorry 1 or 2 years man sorry na me not because say me sorry for any problem but I think deep within me no not me pet no creepy because na me who say ade o maka bibi actually, but and one I am no me na no my, but we are not able to see a particular difference. But me mark kwan na me be fear and the SM because oh senior presbyter about me in me po me so they be na me read na me pay information, me read na me pay information. And as a matter of fact, let me state this. Youth ni bebre na say yetimi eko enimu kakran no. Is because the mood of communication. Also, can say yen preserve and I say yen document our technical, knowledge base, those kind of expertise. No? Yeah, be before Ghana for can your mood of communication and money party near massy or multimedia human is aura. It's about 80% aura more than say your document and I say yatro. And oral form of presentation is also another form of documenting it. And into here from here and titi no or man said and true be and go but not neka. And then it transition from one generation to another generation to another generation. I can say nipa be brain videos no motion any near more muti no and on multimedia bob but naturally no the African naturally it will be hard for him or her to pick up a book and read. Not because on parties here, but on only culture, the mood of learning is about 80% oral. Back to my question. Edu baby mi benya nimdie bi, but na ehu ahye me because me nim say yes me kasa asem na one ebia me sofo be frame say adete say ma hwe ase ana. Two me ma me nim papa be ka say ade na sisi de unsem bia okeka enye me fe. Nti sa information ni nyina e o mi mu cheye until say me started tie only Mr. Odia in camera videos. This about 3 years ago. And I mean yeah, courage be. And one time you posted a seminar about omo person mutual book. I think this thing is for me. And I may join here. In less than a year, I may join this our group. May put up things together. ABA, NCBA, book number. Hopefully, maybe next month it will be launched. And it comes from the fact that minya the right knowledge, minya kukudru. Now I got to a point I didn't really care. I still respect them, but I didn't really care what the people will say because the truth cannot be hidden. Number one. Number two, the truth will always liberate the people. And it's legend. You buy a man 10 years, you move be brain, religious. You move be brain, and so yeah, so-called spiritual. Walk up so to an among you say I just am some spiritual father answer.
Yeah.
I want to ask one question. Your young people who they look up to a lot of wealthy people or rich men.
Yeah.
Your community no. You have the free brain and a religion when I'm a deba. Now you share interviews. You share near my be part of more you mean against religion. But you will someone say, okay, Mr. A or Mrs. A. And then oh yeah, youth ni be sure, but and then oh yeah, etimia wonye yedi ewa brabum. And then oh yeah, ama business no etimia koso. Because in every good society, beyond the young ones look up to the older ones on medi. So if I want to be like Mr. Benda Kwan, me no, me tie ni all canon. But most of these interviews, no, who busa almost say, Ebia, na me bar for the ewa sorry. Me too tight ewa sorry. Me bar for the me too tight, me bar for the me too tight. Mind you, tight niya for the nye bonnet. And I say, Bibian soon cancel was cancel person yeah, because the church is non-profit. Into members not the best saying. But from first principles thinking, Mr. Ben, we can state for a fact that we look out for the core, the building blocks of whatever thing that is going on. And into say by idea or say or too tight or bar for the into no way. But sorry no munsua. Your mammy be or onibi. Ibu ane kakra waka no otimi de be bar for the otimi de be too tight. But of course wedding here. So if that thing is true, why is it that only a selected few in the church no and kwana ADA but obu ha onibi but too tight no bar for the no krenu but only your young ones or ha why ye juma says can obetimi dey be o se ne so for say o mambre so fair seed. There's another young guy on so fair seed bia ni sika no nyaa no okọ maybe bade wakodo sika no binya no de ashade fufuro mu. We give them about 10 years. Now the sika no shade fufuro mu a on yet necessarily doing seed sowing, no. He's winning financially. The other one is still stuck in that realm. Into a hono, you better na ya because also too tight in your bar for the but only there are other people who are not doing those. They don't even believe in God. Some of them don't even believe in God, but yeah, they are really winning financially and then in life holistically.
Okay, no credit say. Waiting 40 years now, still believe no more. Why you late? You are different kinds of intelligence. The fact that somebody is successful in business does not mean the other intelligence are intact. Your intellectual intelligence or capacity, your spiritual intelligence or spiritual capacity, your social, your financial intelligence, your business intelligence. We seem to think that the fact that Nipana buildings our factory, it is the other aspect of his life, not here. But I can tell you that when it comes to some level of discussions, some of our successful business people cannot fit, especially some complex codes. I was here breaking it down. And so Mrantiana to say when we are exposed to all this knowledge on YouTube, Facebook, TikTok, in books, they have questions that some of these other guys cannot answer. And so, and many times if you can't answer something, you say that is in a spiritual realm. It's okay. But really, a lot of those things can be explained. A lot of those things can be explained. And sadly, some of these other guys or multimedia panels will discuss very complex things, especially these entrepreneurs.
Yeah.
Particularly the Brofono. They don't just talk about business, they also intellectually develop.
Yes.
They read a lot, they search a lot. When they are there, they can tell you all the books that they have read this year. Many of our people do not even engage in interviews, and they don't tell us the books that they read, because that's not the side that they develop. What I say. And the more you understand some of these things from different environment, dexterity is built when you have different thoughts from different backgrounds in different industries. And so, there are things that there are people who are talking when they speak. I know they are successful, but I can tell you this one, I know he doesn't know. For instance, we are a top business person now, now the Africa to format. I know that you are not conscious. You may have culture. You may be conscious culturally, but you are not conscious as an African because your sense of history is not there. And we have a lot of our successful business people, when they meet other cultures and they are talking, we are now depressed as an African. If you're very much informed and wide-read, you will not want to listen to them. But you can listen to them talk about their business and their experience. But level be how to mokwa enye because we build our own. And it's not only our business people, sometimes politicians, when they're there and they are speaking, they are not deep. And so it's the responsibility is on you to develop yourself and to categorize. And don't just put things on, this is spiritual, don't go there, spiritual power more. When I cannot is also not true. Truth is truth. And so I would say that there are a lot of white people that are listening to. And the reason I listen to is the beauty of their minds. Ray Dalio is one of them. I'm talking of people that I see. He's a white man. He may have his, but in terms of thinking at a very high level, I'll put him there. So I read his books. I watch his interviews because he's deep.
Yeah.
You see that? And it depends on the test that you have, the hunger that you have, and the people, the level of communication the level of intellectual play that you want to have. And normally people who are sloppy. Just this evening, I was watching some interview. Branty about will be interviewed or started to work as anyhow. Because the same person who my Americans know we know the other two. So no, he's not there, and he's an African. And so for me, there's conflict. Even though I drag to listen, I know that the foundation is not there. And so there are a lot of things that they will not make sense to me. And so Professor Molefi, top, so there are people that are listened to because of the depth of the knowledge that they have. They have developed their minds to a very deep level. And I think all of us must have 1 or 2 or 3 people that we listen to. It doesn't matter their religious background, but the expertise in the knowledge session and your ability to hold opposing thoughts. It shows how intellectually developed you are. Deep opposing thoughts, and keep your composure and listen. And sadly, a lot of deep intellectual discussions, we don't have them. If you ever have them at all, maybe they are in the universities, but not in the media.
So media, like I was say, yes, our discussions no crime more.
Yeah.
Also, schools in the universities in the more closed doors near there.
That's right.
The honor, sometimes me tell for and I come in university, omuntimi produce koba krada. Abuchi universities ben they produce bibi. Yes, sika fo na efo mo ye. Eti wo di sika ba na omo de sika ben omo wo. Sometimes I'm for kasa anyhow.
Yeah.
Omo fiti ya no ma ye. Omo sika ben omo wo. Omo de omo sua de nti wo hwe ha esikafo no e no no bekọ no no akokeka niam abum. Omo de ade. Na won ko so omo nya bibi ma wo so sisi omo nya hwe.
Yeah.
Anyway. I'm saying na am for pe Redalio very he's one of the man cry behind the man stocks cry it's me bad the level in it me to be first and just will be a quote tin no bet na honey very very nice yeah
and so minimum there or to have books me and say me can check over 20 years ni the Clinton book my life it's a fact book biography on Steve Jobs and Singapore president is Lincoln those books were fact books. I read them back to back several times. I'm just telling you, when I was in primary school, I was doing senior secondary school admas. So maybe Obu has I don't want to interested to them, but I think those are the things that are interesting to me actually. And a lot of the times I want to handle cases, problems that are way above me, so that even if I'm able to solve 1%, I'll be above my mates. And in Admas, Mikhail Bogwarfesi, I was solving the problems of the final year. Sometimes teacher and individual were solving them. So the more I'm just saying that if you have brains to learn, read complex things. Podcast go out teams I want TV. Listen to the first one, listen to the second one. Maybe they are discussing complex things on technology, on AI. Listen. Shedame kopesa 4 hours. Utie kotane, utie 30 minutes. Wachina no watu aso. Men tie de obi a tie yo yafo amutie bi.
Enwa de e ba e ko ejuma ye nya hwe ejuma ne me.
Baby. Kutie bibia. Yes, utie de why confused. You become very sad. Then you go back and listen again. Then you go back and listen again. Then you go back, but by the time I went in the bed 10 times, now you understand it. And it's very complex. It may not even make sense. You may not even apply it in anything, but they break something in your mind. Sometimes you go and be in your top mathematics, but there are a lot of videos on those. Once I watch them. Coach them. They are taught all these complex things, series.
Because
that is the realm of That is the realm of innovation. The people, I would say, Einstein, these are complex theories. They were awkward thinkers.
Yes.
They were weird thinkers. As a matter of fact, some of them were autistic. But they were very intense. That's why they can think deeply. If you're thinking shallowly, you can't create. A lot of conversations will get you bored. And many times, if you're normal, only interest, that is the depth of your knowledge. Once you're discussing, maybe a complex words and what Fukura and what training of person that's here.
Yes.
And you also a blockchain. Do you know the technology behind it? Just Google, search.
That's the good thing about these days. BBI is there. You can.
That's right.
Search for those things.
Now we are saying economy form $1. Do you know the knowledge behind it? Search. The bedroom will be no man be after break here in your complex. Into my memo did you what I want it. Because baby watching in Amno. And you be glad on Mocha. So
okay. Yo, me the link not to because it will be a can. The link
Kakra Meka, I think so. The issue of mostly the things that you don't have interest in, they are actually the depth of your knowledge in correct. Now, me also Elon Musk bar scene, actually, I know in a day electric vehicle, the idea was there.
It was a long time ago, crap.
Yeah, long time ago. Yes, but yes, producing it, now only say yenye especially the battery, none more adding too much. How many people can afford it? And then now we heard the podcast being okay, first principles thinking. Me sad animal team, me na me says what is first principles thinking? The only thing I complex it be a first law, second law of thermodynamics, this animal. But now me say first principles thinking daddy. To one time be me share that call YouTube na me Google first principles thinking. Na nipa be break be but na me and then there was one guy, be not a professor at Harvard or 1 hour lecture series. He was talking about first principles thinking. I'm say, okay, my main audio bookie. And me na ma me ko adwuma na me bo e o me kam na me tie almost me beda kra na me bo na me tie for several times and me hu what the first principles thinking sa na enye bibi hu me but I say e di na e di ama no and my first principles thinking. And I was like, oh, okay. So which means that Adebian all start here. Sometimes you may not have the interest on TS, but just all the talk also and then keep pondering about it. Won't say one day, yeah, you to be bring you go school. Maybe chemistry. Chemistry now and naturally anything about computers came naturally to me. Say computer say, yeah, ubian me. Whether software or hardware. Sometimes even technical stuff obian me into me who say nah me will interest be or but I found myself doing chemistry anyway. But I make sure say be a chemistry now me my many papa na me school fees in at least I should make the good grades and go my way. But I knew deep within me say something about IT and I'm a person me. Most of us young ones we don't take that risk. Say be a me go school chemical engineering and me the lifetime in chemical engineering, or no seminar be skuma on Kobe, networking event be or her own Kobe. So the person can be a very good chemical engineer. Obey first class. But then there were young guys be a me looking down on a program, but or a social or a theater arts. Those people program ya bones now networking. Not on networking. I'm telling you that most of those people are quote unquote na course ne say any course papa no. Omuna edi eso. Omuna edi that companies akese na no. Not because say any name do, but because didn't penny for next, because like he is hungry to know that kind of information, you know. And then I'm gonna do baby away. So yeah, young ones, you know, if you really want to win, start looking or thinking outside the box. Or yeah, medicine, or yeah, where you need bibia babrabomu bibia bim, or yeah, civil engineering. Only the civil engineering need the say just go to school, make good grades, go to school, make good grades. And and one last question, I legend person concerning Yamaka CCR. On say Ghana no, ya sheda ka say your courses be or prestigious. I no yeah. You so be number one medicine. Medicine you so be D. It was a mom medicine when your medicine not their call from D. Because when you saw your from D obedi. Usually when you're from D na or call a be actuarial science. In so bed obedient. Yes, on this one na a cause be a also the mamine bisa. So we have that perception. But kakra miss mama be who say it's not entirely true, especially me ba Roman me say no. Me community aketwa ba program obi e ka we say me person me go school I want to do this program. We say electrical engineering I want to go to this school. Broni ba ko ne ba edu so. Akra no I was shocked. I say oh no he's not going to any community college or any college be uncle university be but on any mama mo aka. He wants to go to a trade school to become an electrician, an HVAC technician. And I say, no, na ne bane pa omo penso. Nti no meya ma ne say omo de ne go trade school no. Onko sua trade no. Omo wie a omo ma ne ntina se kra so onko pa adwuma. Sika kakra omo save man no. Omo de be top van ama no so that he will start his work. He doesn't need an office. The van is enough. Bibia omo obetimi aye na adwuma. Nti me ba fie no na me dwen ho na me say, oh okay. Nia maame ne kunika about Momano, it really makes sense. But Ghana, your community, Mr. Bain, maame mo ntiase da say akra na eco trade school because your creative perception be say omo go trade school no sebi omo mutiewu na eco trade school omo mutiewu na sebi bi omo kusua mechanic ye and electrician and welder. But in our communities, these are the people who are holding the economy. A lot of us here want to say no obit me ba no akwaji loan student loan akwakoye photography our college meanwhile no adentina say no na akra na ani gi ho a ene to camera ema no na all starting the photographer bi achi odi na chia for 5 years 6 years about the time ne yonkun mo mo kwaji loan ekoye courses a onu uba community no am benya bibia anya no on never akotwa mu graduation pictures. I was having that conversation with someone. But why is it so difficult for our parents to understand say and yet school nkwana obeko medicine nkwana obeye any pharmacy nkwana obeye any engineering any IT nkwana ebemo edi but there are other things that we can look at the trade like the skilled work the artisan work you know as ye so na say the ye new nyam tie ye mo franachi they will do well in life. But most Ghanaian parents, you know, whether a how, whether a few, it's so difficult for them to understand that.
Wow. Because yeah, time I go take. Now 3 intakes. A level for me, you know, na time. Me kwa any mechanical engineering. Na many residents. And I'm agricultural engineering, more residents. And Professor Bakoka has mean choose agric. But me kwa agric engineering we say I'm comfortable be no. Na omo grace na solid side no mumpe. And now we share the base of our economy. I think to create wealth, if you are picking an engineering course based on the technology of level of our economy, I think agric engineering is number 1.
Yes.
Yet, if you go to the university, even the grades that they put in those categories are wrong.
Physics, chemistry, the same thing. Mathematics.
Right. If I were to go to school now, I will look for mathematics or physics or chemistry. Especially, course are flexible. how it may develop easily in other areas. You are so likely to be somebody who may create wealth. Course who training so much with one specialty. And things over switch about the wealth. And so if you look at the courses that we even place so much premium on, premiership on them, medicine, those 7-year courses, architecture, pharmacy. If you're looking for the rich in our society, they are not part. Why? Because wealth is created with different skill sets. And that skill set is business, is networking, is investment, is industry understanding, is capital acquisition, social skills, endurance, resilience. Such skills they build the wealth. Now, the other one is just because you're able to get a job, somebody, you work long hours, they pay you. You will not create wealth in the hundreds of millions. If you look at it, and it's not only in Ghana, it's everywhere. Now, the problem is parents, names are different. That's it. Because how many? For a doctor to be wealthy, extremely wealthy, he can't trade all his hours to operating people. He must own hospitals. The skills to own hospitals, it's not just medicine. It's way above medicine. If you did pharmacy, the skills to create wealth is way above medicine, pharmacy. And until I won't go for many medicines or more hospitals. You won't go for many pharmacies or more pharmaceutical production companies. Because the difference is wide. To make us because I won't fall until wealth and asset. It's as simple as that. Our understanding, the understanding of the idea is a school now. When you papa near to your can buy my car. We are seeing over the last maybe from 2010 to now. Degree is not that powerful anymore. There are a lot of people with more information than those with 4-year degree holding. If anybody devotes their time to watch YouTube 2 hours every day in a year, you are more powerful in that discipline than the degree holder. That's true. So if it's based on knowledge to create something, it's not in your certificate. And the parents in Aga say you're late. When you're late, and their knowledge cannot create the future. Especially Muhokra Mode Bosan as Ako School, the model and uncle. And the fan but I said a bit goes a via minimum, the say bedroom baby no. Or some quality me say I control my time. I control my money. If they don't have these two, they can't have freedom. Absolutely. And there's no course that can give you that. It's a different form of education. And that kind of education is beyond the parents. That's true. And so, for instance, here made me say, what I'm learning, what I'm doing is beyond agricultural engineering. No. It's beyond it. And it's work with chemistry. That's all fine. But create where you want to go. Especially if it's wealth. Build the knowledge base to build that wealth. And there's no restriction. We'll be able to build this up.
So they can't the same situation about 4 or 5 I'm trying to convince these women, and I said their parents say, trade way no. This guy, there's one guy say, well, a very, very smart guy. That the teacher is out. Even the woman was mad, say teacher not convincing the son could trade school. See the time I beg loans, I could say school, so I trade school. Need you know also cran or could trade school. You best say Tianica. Also started retirement near the Amano. This can be Google. By the time I'm on phone, we Ramubabi Triamu loans no. No trade school is no. Call for moon. Baby cry just we now options. See, they said you're kind. I say community college now. Just say young phone the only casas na just say money failures. Just say I don't know what's in the bottom way. But the also amount for tears here say it's a degree. Can you do the job? I don't know what me in here. you know. It's trade schools. Presently, I have about 4 people. I mean, almost discuss it. Yes, with the mom could trade school. You know, could trade school. Now because I know bebo and I nipa no which I don't know, you're always at your best. And dear so when you change you yeah. By my phone in you share.
Na my mimi sao. Omo koye sa courses na omo wa bridge sese. Fa ho die no mo bi die. Apart from post no mo di no. Omo fa ho die.
Post be na be di.
I think that is
a Fred Mekacha had a post. This on no he's not failed. And yet Ghana where your friend is engineer now to office no how failed.
Grounds.
At the team. Yeah, had a post in a post. Sikada abejeso ebehwe have it we engineer. Any engineer Ghana at office no share.
One failed. Over to was in office.
Ghana for what office engineer moment office agree. How failed on them and yes more. Post graduate
is it that your workshop?
Yeah. I'm off when the level of a winner coin and I'm off for a pay. Once a while, I say you said that cut that intellectual win. I'm off for any was trying. You probably be at theater. Hey, one about face. Nana B
about face. Mr. Belvi.
Yes, sir.
So
Nabi Aboko
Mr. Kan.
And your time into will be 5 minutes.
I really will be
and it I'm going every man 6 and a half. But you know better no quiet a minute.
Really did come Canada must penny for say again Massa Basso more church nim dear no me who notification and I'm say I'm enjoying and I'm paying him the any beer and that must say now we did be legend a year Bassi and I may be born who they will world process Nyambua 27th.
Yeah.
Beer with him be a bomodine bread. And you are doing so media ya meta baby David. And a day yin Joe Kano. I just send you Uchicano. There be and also making sure say nice accelerator. So Odi Isisuka crabby crano. A hanning crank crana uncle crana ubedru. So long as I will conquer crank cranon quandia, could do. Nti brebi na betie nim dia didi ye na we the legend nim say we dey ekwakwa it say bamboo effect na bamboo effect ni that thing say popular request I also the part 2 be bow na say they me share comment ni na say bamboo effect no be e ka topics are last year treaty you know bamboo effect nti we dey e be share no say part 2 be beba na so that topic in there, I think it summarizes everything. That was it. Do the ebusian for me bo bianca say ubiambo modern brebi and yes so me metaba with the man yeshe Debbie bra with the brandy BTB. If it said the same topic a crown what you pen baby crown would the sabra way so Eddie Betty be for and no so better until legend name for my news in that being so ready with the master.
Bro, I will say I'm up for pay the link for AI class no team. Messenger mama na send it to mo na mama and so more. Yo.
Yes, sir.
Let me say yo. Hey, what's going? Is it the level no different? Yeah, of course.
It's about me, Chachamo.
So.
Me legend, so can come. Paying for your chamo. Why young Ghanaians are winning financially and their parents are confused. I didn't cry. I was buy we know why you're confused. Not just say
because the
BBC
the all children no family before. What's the cobon pie?
Now Who chere na ade na onu mfa ade no nya no na wo yusu na wo di nkunimu a fa ne se ye kontokwa wo chere me formula no ye bobo wo chere me formula na me yusu no wo de me yusu ma yusu sa mfa me sesa no me ko no so wodwa na je se wo no dabi wo entro na mu na ote wo kura ntro ba wo nim enra me hu post bi a osofu pon bi gina ba bi na waka say Christopher mo pese munya generational lessons a chese wo pese wo nhira na bi so ma na ona na no so a mo tight no muntua ne yie na mo nso mu yie mbehwe ye koka ho asem ene o mo ne ye obi aso me mene gidigidi wo twe me fo man na wo dey same way go say Bible na angasa say ọtụrụ ni jai ọkanse wo jai den ejapade ma ne man ne man ne nananom mo nso we dey o say o person onya generational blessings a person wo man o nananom benya nhira eya won to aso a gisa wo tam sika de breast of manidi atase to hu ntro na so mu nti beze na mama ne confused. This is what they've been told all their lives. And they've been doing it, hoping said Nebemo my what this 60. And then now branch a tag game or post beam. Or ya baba wakra. Or say or shall say Ujai tight to Yaja Soro corner, ne saving square ne cosro. Now the irony parties or no or book a Otian tight a woman. Ni savings ye no ni book be our gum. Not just a savings only be no. Enti wo what you are tight how many years? 40 years, 30 years. Ya training na go ho. Ya say welfare, what training na ya say da obewu na be yan so mfa so. Wu a be ba bisi o. Yan so savings there that be woni bi. Enti se nkora no hu sa ntro we na omo divert omo kwan a. Na bezida no mu wini. Enti na wini na youth no wini ne de. Enye rocket science menye so se wo se ekoye Archimedes principle ansa ya te ase eye kre akwan be se kre nation eda ho ani da ho se TV3 no enti sanete de dikan ye nananom ne yawofo no the infatuation with religion ne beliefs ne superstition no doesn't too much. Na ye nyina ye nim se sa nneema we mu nyina onipa kuo bi o mbeso gidie hunu ene asum ya o mosom kiti se no na be mo makọ manim no mpempi no mo yira na sa na ye hu wa bibima mu ha nipa dodo na anadwu ya me pon ya me bai papa bi gina me o eme ntim medwen se jama me bi so chale uko hotel ha na se da bi me kọ kuro na to aso no okọ hin okọ asori abosen isi abosen 1034 ofo ka na ye kan sam legend kasa kan mu kasa otie no ma hu so edin ogina ye kura ye gina ya o mpeso obesi o sha won ti bi kura da ni life nyina de onima ni Jehoshaphat ne Paul Luke John na ye de we bobra ubesi den wa kwamini obe botaki abota fine so botom na nye me ka say na kankan mo kan say mi say I legend can say obi a no hu 5,000 da and eboso me 50,000 and am na account or making 100,000 I na sum to say who's on anima sisa I na to say de ye discuss bibi o Pluto say Neptune so okura ne Bible gidi you to know who no kura no say nye som no na be ma yadi yotom fi say wi ase de owo sika kura na ye se owo sika no kura no say yame bi ani ho nyankopon kun no enti an say no kura bi wo wi ase a ye bibifo no menye sure say ye hu ti say ye tumi trans ye say obi yare wo wu ya bonedua enemre mu ye da so kan sem we mu tutumi say ye wa kire we wa adwen no mu enti youth na ewini no is because they found the truth omo hu kwan no Now you can't do anything against the truth because the truth will fight for itself. And ukra and no nedo beko. No matter how many people will fight against you, no, the truth is the truth. We will say the law is the law. President Nekai. Well, it is a befi. And you who biasa. She say a youth no moji omuhudi. Yeswa na broni na okwa asore na hia broni asan wachi. Sansem na no maka kire ya nti ye nyini nyina no na no na meka Russia abrantie ya obesan ya mai line. E ma no yo mupoto. Ma odi ma Bangladesh ni be oba bi kura mara ha na ye hwe Ghana mema obesan so so mo line aka. Bangladesh. Je hia ne se next skin nye ye die no bi. Because the colonial mentality no e won krofo mu. And those who are winning, omo san throw away. It is all background now also your brony for England. We say who adwuma be na ye. Wo companies are here now or workers here here. Now banner in the name of your color until you say was dabi. These youths who are winning, no, they will not succumb to sa ntrono. Because those times no mo de be dada en crofo no dwen say no mo de toilet kura sabi no mo nkobi. Nti omo ko World War II ansa Yesu tu bia mo hu se moja kora bo ewo mu te se ye moja no ne omo de ne yepe na so mo nche dan enso mbo nchen ye biasa nti youth na hu sa no koro no mo hu ase nti ne ye wini omo hu han no bi se wi ase wonam sum sa na hu light bia otumi call light no ho etumi direct o ma okọ asa wonam mu na sum mu ana na hu han bia wayira ebi a per chance we kwa akopie ba bi a wokọ but eno kra na nya plant nti Mr. Bafi sanete isi anu ye need ho ye conscious ye ninku asomu biem o ka asema e bebisa question wo say nyame nhira na mani payo defo obrejo man fa bi nka ho na ebisa say okay enti wo no wo nhira de no wo hen o kan say as wo nyi nyame ni nya sa nete wo na wo kan say menyi nyame ni nyankopon ka hwe nkire wo say wo menjine ndi na ya mpasa menjine ndi kura say nye wasem intelligent yeda mase me koswa bo youth no abaso ya ye follow these platforms na ya adwen say ye bebobra nye be kuyanim we ya ye nye nkwantin ye wo ba a kire no wo fa ase kire no nokre eye baako entro doso yankire na asientim te se de ya no mfu ekwojo kwogira nkwanti a omako broni no obo Yesu din just 400 years ago ba hasa ase Yesu o this is a good ni sa no ma no oko nso ya ye nua age adwuma no age baton no eno abo bibi wo ne menem no gina street no so no so to adwuma no so ma no enti wo so wo ye no o so jai e wo ha anya sa omugusu a o ma yesa yi no o se bonsam no na enti da bi omugusu prichi enti ya so sa na wo se ye enti na da bia seminars no ehun hia no enti always yonkoso a na yemfa nimde embata ye ho yensua de ne yenko yanim se beya ombesia obonsam no mfa ye no mu so gina nchen o gina ye chi honum na wo ye least mistake obegbo wura mu fofise wura media so a comedy ne sanyo superstition na obi akoye we na ye huhu bi na we no de ne ho aka no na first na mi pia na jokura na misuro sometimes o ko afuom kura homa me papa tumi sori anajo ekwa hayo ba wonsuro hwe nto no nso ye pia ye se bibi saman o pia anajo
yeah ikra o producer if you na wo shins ana o pia skura na usuro
say me ka say me bra pia ma mre bi o pia ya o dimika be wuren sa adan ya wo hu saman ben ya me papa wo fa ase bi a wo ko ye no wo gina ankura bi ho am say of a we sure oh eti ensem a yaka to ye trim na na ma ye bre sisia no ye wo nkrofo bebra o mo wa England a o ma bagana kofo be bromo Dubai ma bagana so mo bebo mo bra US for ba dientia because they heard something they want sua bibi na saa de no so ye adwuma you see abi wo hokra mo workers kra mo nma no wa kire ye say yedie no eni said ye wu bi enwuma na nkofo ye adwuma ama wo wunni hokra na wo hyehyɛ systems wunni hokra na wo say disikaba na de yahyehyɛ ama na oteso no de is just a matter of time de hia say balu no ye de ade be wo obi anjo na eno abedwo is a mframa intelligent Mr. Buffy yedamase kankam
Yo, 1 minute. Kabibi hotel no mai.
Aba can say yabie hotel wo babie ni MA Intim Premier Lodge. Aha. Me na me da no, me na me hwe so. Enti wo ben babie ni Western North and I say wo twam ewo Western North babia ope babia ada pa ma ho adwojo pa de MA Intim Premier Lodge. Aha, wo ba hoje bia sonko pa environment is very serene. Legend entity any de ewura ha nti wa wani tua uba obi feel fine. Yes. Ha no me hu broni Yesu photo broni bia ha say Yesu photo ne de bebo ha da bi enka nye broni nka be bibini what you say yemfoni ebobo ha nyina ya African nyoma wa utumu broma enra ebi mo ye ayefu bi be campo ha mo say dabi your portrait no de dabi these ones are special and ya special bia o de man ye special and say African print African nyoma kwa na de aye anwa nye hu biasa enti o ha and I say o twam wo area ha ba bia just call us 0244651111 0244651111 and I say 0538554252 ofre ya baby a wo bia ba be pekeo na edo aba ye wo baby ani uduru hwe na mpori a no afa besinsuom kwan no so ha we hu ya signboard fefefe no abawro me dan kama brosa asa fom de ha wura ma wa wo be feel fine nti Mr. Buffy I'm sure for the free I'm sure that's
kadi ameso me wo ba ko hanom meso menye mentwan de kakra wa hanom we ampoma ba fi so your friend is saying chairs ne canopy tables mattress patase wo kumase obabi ne a patase ona numbers ne guo no ampoma ba fi de ya de ya munko na amafo rent TV eti patase cages ho na address ne wo ho no phone numbers Freddy
Mr. Buffy good
you catch a power that's not beside to catch it
no yenya ye binti afen ya ye wi ntim mechia kankan mechia Mr. Benso ena master ti dia men fa kwenye nda Mr. Obeni Marie ne Kwame ne Mr. Yeboa as ombeboa ye no time ntim da munya mas obusi ene je some about better mechim da mas degree all right your parents no the own some no na say baby boomers some na the richest generation in history but as for African parents no some no be say do product of parents now most of them go through Western education and a good chunk of them call Western education Western education so confused kakra and nema some parents strip from them any more Western education which predominantly so it has into dicey kakra because of upbringing now and generation because of internet any media readily available and Mr. Ben PPA more information and no more time and need to see So I say, one more time, the next strictly go to school and come and get a job. But any time, the assistant say, who go school, need be a cry now, only a juma. She how I bet me the juma now, oh, yeah, no, so I could be wow, dear. No, I think this generation, especially before Kwayana, I'm more mono, ye juma 2, 3, 4 years, 5 years, no, branch out, no, yet. Nedman, case in point, a lot of young people, ladies, guys between 20 and 30 numbers can quite astronomical. More young lady be on TikTok in your ton tidy any other. They'll start on the tidy and be 3, 4. So you see every week there will be bills by 20, 30. I think it would be 24 or something, 24-year-old. So many of them, I think your parents in their fees, if you look at how our more upbringing they can be forgiven kakra because of the fact that most of them more time more parents to push Western education on them. And our Western education is more go to school and come and get a job. But yeah, their time in the more than that. Uku school, yeah, ubit to school fantastic. Go back, find a way a bit to create wow and then employ people. That's one damas.
That's afraid. Thank you. Dr. Safo. Kolyo, here with him.
I know that.
Chia.
Michelle, yeah, suppose I for penny from the Abeda from Marie. And yeah, I've been pony at the chair. As I'm banetia, and we do so.
Dr. Ginger. Dr. Ginger.
My topics in Indiana come up. It's very inviting. A train again. Now, I think yes, that time I hear so now they are mine, and whether any can come in. Yeah, Papa, now suppose I for come be that quasi. Papa, which in the beer which in the Obinian Sam Foodie.
We are different. Every day.
He's so much and don't a lot of knowledge and wisdom. In fact, me too, not making the one because they're brave. Now, yeah, the Rose good summer and I say, Mary, yes, Banner. And we are yeah, and I say, Rose at the ministry. Today, we share my members. We are not and on that, so what does you complain is that we for your yeah. Oh, can I, my men now the good summer and now was one of them. So we are fond of your yeah, what they didn't call it. So they said they were coming. But some fans said, no more. And Charlie, the brainwashing was so much powerful. I don't know how I spell on the net here. He said, Luciana Bano. And it's sweet in mind when it's sweet in mind. In this way, I will phone in this way. Crack. Timabuna says in him, dear. A penny, yes, a person for Cabra, but I'm not saying all canon. One manner is so simple, breaking it down to be any level. And not complex view. Oh, on my old dreaming as someone what to make dreaming about dim. Oh, so to offer the next year, or no fast some can say, I know what you chill. They said you would keep piano no matter your level of intellectual capacity, will be now dear. So you so get the concept. The seminar in the cell, which channel now or Hannah joining the seminar that modern world process. Hey, I have CPU, no. I tell the CPU is so how the computer processes information.
I don't know.
Quantum thinking. Hey, South Seminar, wow, maybe 27th February 024663174. 024663174. Money message, na share 27th. Abram Pomon person. That's a person for Shall marry near Busian. Piao. Penny Beck and some that's it. That's a guzoa.
That's so mute.
Koyo, I'm so birthday and my frozen semi refi and come here to watch it up with Sabro. Oh, happy birthday.
And that's the way I'm in a soup. That's bad. And I'm come.
Okay.
Yeah, Kwana, I'm saying no be pay information about the hotel. So have fatu way your friend saying a chat them. Now must say also a question. Your friend is saying. Wisland, Boache, bisa question no. Na Mr. Obinya no mo. Boache, also a question, me boy. Bisa question no. On kasa obi di wani nti wo se question tina ma ba e. Bisa question na.
Pacho, me da se so ma me akonya. Me show be can come so be me. Pacho, my question is very simple. No country, no Hong Kong. But me pese me birthday. Na me tini a raise sikakaka. Ina me sit down so but me new me see sorry about me drew length. And but me pese me be yet bakery or massage so na me tini yes poetry be so essential. But me tell obi this not cause instead of say you be see that like yen renting like into me first no friendship business. Until now, I said my a little bit confused regarding say me currently diner baby me person me here fortune me bakery no a very far from the dear me until now me too say me coming to me yet a dining here like a hona na me tina ye bakery na my yet fortune until now but the cabbage me ubetimi amma me idea be not because an open car me nice question me baggy me follow me point of view you know but the question
Okay. All right. Once I would sika ko shemu a wo ye ne de e na wo pese o san de ye business no I just mean tell asemu de ne wo don sa kan de ne wi preko so de ane ye ka edan ho asem ne ye se eni se wo de capital no kosi na ya bra wo wi a wo dafo ene ni sa no mani nyina wo wa ze wo be store o store yi koso kama na wa prayer de usika ne ya de nyina wa sa ko bobo se akora de kosi da wi store na go before no jesu na je se wa se capital and it's all those that's all betima wie bi dia na wie especially when person the business which is the poultry so we ho dey betima dia wie ujai no kwa mu a isiga na no aloko no at least the way I understand it but brefie na be ko we asesa
so me but you me okay me kaka me na me person me pilot me nam kwasa ka me pilot but me share investment me fees na me kwako tia for piloting na me ka say I think me home for like 2 years na ka so if me investing me business you know me find say me home 2 years my business na succeed then I go back na my kwako to pilot because me graduate May. Yeah, no, my some basic piloting course in India coming across, but me some kind of freedom, you know, me birthday in Tempana, you know.
Yeah.
The question I'm how many
yeah. You know, I don't know. And I want to come here now. You who B5 for B5 because 2012 for every near top your Koyanko for project Momo. Near to iron so more direct. Temaho. Omo ha 25 years and they were home factory mercy.
Yeah.
Yes, if he need and their target is not even the other day I was listening to President Mama and the numbers are go for week come. I'm saying the crowd high against if he need you. O mo achiche fugu na mo sika o mo fie wa ha no. Omusi mwache.
Wache. Wache. Say.
Mr. Befi.
Your friend is saying. Kasa.
Ana me kase obusu so masma me wo fa se for ntino omo ko to ge to no no on be can read me draw na dem be aso.
That's right.
That's it.
Yes sir.
Let me say more questions. Register for the class. Now, maybe some more questions. That's all. Watch it. Yeah, Papa is wrong. We put you from episode the same channel. That's what one more in the camera. That's okay.
Yes, Mr. President. Whatever move you are. Come out of them.
Okay. Yetio. But that's the line I'm saying yet. Yeah, that's where America for tax time drew Patrick Solutions. Yeah, boy, your tax and you be mortgages. Bia you be your tax we swa a share amount financial bibia you be help so get out of debt so we'll get in touch 703-981-1910. Na wow. Watch it. Bidwa na eja o. Let me see watch danso. So kasa yentio.
Nenka why you 35, 38 years now. No nanka obi. Ya de beja okwan. Na ehuni weeks there now there is a massive turnaround. But when you know utu before na still nipa no feel is unim ne oka. See ya better say na ya ka say yeah, you figures in the because you had to compare your previous state, not your current state in it moves a difference with your above. And see, we will not gamble for anything. For signing the way I know. Fun to just and I ain't taking for granted. So, and in workshop beer and our seminar beer and I just say, you're better joining. If it's the moment we lose focus on one here, near my push here back and the also chain, you push here forward, you propel it forward. It's we lose focus on a clear via over sliding into the ditch. Send your old driving our you know if you accelerator, so now first a car no move when you're possible, and you use that. And so I've been 1 man be and also the podcast be no or say or yeah master class and I'm imagine say me join a class me share a charge and $1,229
Hey,
but
then poultry farming.
yeah that be not on
yeah,
world
class.
creation.
Okay, creation. Oh, okay.
Yeah, or Canada. Or Canada. I think that me kind said in the channel. And see, me did it for one be cheering a crowd YouTube, no, and the tangents now all corner. Okay, he's interested. Now, me kind of mentors now, everybody Americans and then Canadians, and one Mexican be I don't know whether Mexican or Mexico and I say or American or but for him Tina no everybody no a Latino, but o compare ne instead no can fine real estate there. I think that Mr. Obey I home teachings baby our book on it. Our any book no cry our have value now and that's on it is nowhere closer to that amount in our all and see all the total one what near yan or hano effort and a science to cry or yan so your custom and see the engineer why won't we pay the end is here choir yentia na yenya sa yenje sa nim die no and as the day and crown I was say hi say you bet you I just said nim die and see all the total one say and pass also be in terms of near free in terms of the linkages, the network, I been a free. And see, by and large, me did this baby a one Your baby a boy. Na send him di kan kan no ni kwan say yes to na se. Na ni kwan so say jaiti. E o so e koso a na eti. Na mama fa akonya so na me nka say networking no so ya dey here pa say we there are a lot of networks. Let's say me nya be 2 or 3 calls. Me post video bi on my channel no so because me nkrofo bi say aburo no so na explore aburo na make am say be the greenback explore no yeah video kakra am me post on channel no so me nya a lot of feedback like 3 or comment section, there was some comments and I be on one of friend phone so all these things are networks are create here is something in terms of money so what is scared to so say yeah there's some was it it's also na sekra nti nimdie ayenya ni nyina so ya adesua yesua and then they do some pempes nti yebeda se ne aka se mamamu yenso so ya famu die no kakra ya betumi ya de aboa na yenso so e bisu aye me kai se nwumre me ko soja o me page ba ko so me ko bisu o mo se kwan ben se ne be paso e be create wealth na ntoko asi ho no ba yima ni kura se mi hu aye di no mo to mane o mo nti me twen a me wiem bibia na ma call reply obi a na fe ya side so ya na because one for we ankotu because ase mo ko an se mo aye kan o nyina bia ne ho ya de mpuntu obre bia ne ho ya de man no be ko nani but these are people they are managers and directors and professors in university and so se munu ko an ye di o page no so de papa bia free mo mba enti se nya sa ni die we a enka sa na ye so ye so but kakra na ja kakra na ye so no na ma ebinum adwen bo omo so na omo so kire mu sa oba bi omo so omo nsa duru because you don't even know the network of the others ebi a ono o ka no na adwen be ba no so ama ono so wonya adwen sa kire bi na ono so akoka bi o ono so ne platform bi o so nti we nyina ya de a be fi say ye nyina so ye wo so ye fa to ye ho so na ye de boa nti mede me ka se ba we na me ka se nuanom a se ne na mi se ba fi na wo ka no ye de kuyadwuma no de no ane eguso a ye ho adwuma nti obi a ono so owo timu pose ono so wura mu bi no ne enim ne de ya ye ready a ye YouTube channel no so ye farm with dance eguso e ne afoforo eche de bi so te Facebook na TikTok ye dance kwasi o Facebook na dance kwasi one and so TikTok nti ne ohia adwenkyerɛ biara ne nkyerɛkyerɛ biara ɛfa kuyadwuma ho no de ya ye krado se yesu so kakra enim ne kakra ya ye wo ho no yesu yebetumi de aboa afoforo na omo nso so apagya ebi se da biara se na ya ameka no kuyadwuma na yebetumi de ase egu oman no na ye man no nso so ahoho no beje no so boso de a na yese ye wie ya na eba because what your man na ahoho na ebe kire o aduane e wo so wudi dia se we need that to be so ba fi me da se the man no be see na
that's it Mr. Danso no or knowledge but kuanuma ne ade nyina na Sally Craig ka ho asem sisi ya ye can no say they can on see no say was nyina at least this seminar there I was say a bro so kra I was say bro so obi a utie your friend is saying utie programs there at least one year hwe kra especially omo ama no ne na wo obi a untimi anyway no tobi man crofo tobi man amfo untwa man amfo nkobi also who is sometimes me tis amafo massa testimonies ana yana ultimate say very encouraging it changes minds, it changes so many things. Into some way there, we see it to go so. At least ubia yeah wa high no ubia timi to be money part 2 3 ebema amanfo so anya bi because you see spreading news na ekọ actually pa to be make sure word process na ya for so nya bi na obi bisa about your friend saying yeah hotel no information han ma memfa to ha man na yeah kasan solo ko
Good evening.
good evening.
Pastor, where me pe asembisa kana person bisa legend. During the submission, no make his statement be say the things that you don't have interest in are the depth of your knowledge. So no man said that and sin as he yeah. I say I didn't say only interest for one. Me who the bema when ya motivation be say yeah, oh could read about it and I say open knowledge of it.
School
No,
for no.
I'm not sure that yes, yeah.
Absolutely. Yo. Pastor, what tells you? I don't need interest. We get remember any interest.
Well, into me answer. Anna.
Aye. That's my.
You are stretching your mind. How did the interest as a move? How did the you have every yamu yafu kosoro pa just I don't break your dream. There are some books already there's no interest in the books, but the principles, the concepts, you should understand them. Once it will not be a general reading or be at me reading. And they what they develop out to me train the people who are able to come out with postulates, not theories, you know. They were not people who are just reading things that they loved. They were breaking complex things down. So Lotte.
As for my phone,
and you know many people it goes beyond just your interest. Yes, I don't know one crowd that can come first principles. Just only interest be but also pay. Your interest is the intellectual, the intellectualism should be your interest. The fact that deep knowledge is attractive to you. Okay. Deep knowledge.
So much has it.
And you know just over book na obi ampe but okay.
The first read which I do I want to say I could back read tie
and good tears I was for this one that was sorry because here we need training.
I'm going to say reserve your question for a seminar. You see, I didn't
prepared for
people that are successful. And yet finance and I say and yes they do things that people are not willing to do. And the more successful side no. It means say it was a max. I yes or more pen or more ye, but was so more ye because then the more successful. It's not if you say F for could be successful be a way. So you know the things that people are not willing to do. And now we are a massa the no best standing out to sa particular then episode. It in say nimdi na ope obi mu a said the can you be reading na no the air and the complex one the own person obey no and as you be an person obey no who say hon na wo kwa na afi we sa na tie sikasem who say says ka for ne e was so oye because onim say oye and e bebo na yes ope wo aya there was oye. Now we the good thing is that the more we sad and we na be say be do be na afi be part of you. It you know say reading a feel far be abefa be was start reading. You know, say your friends say investment be a person who say when I'm afi bus wadrin e call rounds we between invest we between say between see sa na say they cost it nye de e wo say ya e careful sa dia say ki na ke enti ha yes you discuss those that your friend nobody wants to do no those things now if you are willing to do you say e for sa okay we
Okay. Thank you very much.
Because he will be can.
Oh yeah, about reading here, Dr. Ben Carson. I think he's on the life here, perfect example. All starting in Nanema say he didn't like reading, but now for some Momoko library every day like uncle the uncle kind baby. And through that, no discover say Accra na ebi okuskwa na esi onima de no. Or my man call library and na on pen at some point he became one of the best medical professionals America has produced. So it doesn't have to always be say be a many J1 many NJ but so far as it's deep knowledge, near some deep knowledge cry then is say oh started so kasa will be also a difference. So automatically people begin to listen to you. Yeah.
It's in chemistry no kwa. So what is solo? Math no kwa. Also didn't paradigm shift.
Okay.
This Wednesday, a fine young man or hand aqua. One from twin or hand aqua also be my fire or paradigm shift this Wednesday, 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, GMT 9 p.m. Iti muntuni ni nti or hand aqua, the my or paradigm shift. I hope it's on your live show. Your friends subscribe to the Patrick Beff YouTube channel. In your live show. Kwame, over 30 seconds. Kwame, hear me? Oh,
thanks.
Kwame, Mr. Kwame Kasa. So, I'm saying Kwame, I idea. Obi any hobi mtino. So, my last words na young from before no, my share web process. And then your friend said 27th. And said them kind, you know, make sure say ya to be a movie. Hey, ya to be a movie. Yet for BBR, just for the appreciation, say, you know, if papa de be all my this knowledge, for free. Because if a catch can come, say knowledge you are hanum, woman and no, and yet cheap. Who cost this knowledge near the typically say, go for a credit card, because I'm 5,000 near the, you know, yen to be movie. Now yen spread it. This year they will say this you'll see in over 1 million or this program. Now yen spread it be a man here 1 million you too much, yen 100,000. 100,000. You tianuna yeka wasem. Na a friend say, you also a nice say your fa baby near a better fan ho, you know, hotel I was here to faho. When you are there no support no. Sometimes we chow to for no could keke cry and so yeah, support to be and so boa. Na anyway. Na ya so ye twa ye kakra wa hanum a friend saying. And Puma if he say Bema rent it, so person rent it a year, a friend will rent it a and kunya. And it's adding in there. So we said we can't mobile if you are our sister.
They didn't hear me there. They didn't hear me
there.
Wow.
Mina DNA. Me offer DNA, they car boom. I'm mobile fee.
Yeah.
My sister.
I'm about for the Achuma Mansa. So wow.
Achuma Mansa.
Achuma Mansa.
Achuma Mansa. Okay. Yeah. Nice name.
Yeah.
Nice name.
Yeah.
It's Yanko. I'm mobile fee. Wow. Pese we biano. Yanko current numbers near the no. Patasi runabout on for weddings a year. Sani manina.
Patasi, I say, side Ben Ufi, Santas run about no qua.
Ufi was a bar, making left her. He said the other core estate, what they call winner. The first 10 on your left, second 10.
But we have 4 station one.
There be so cool in Cancer. Who said, who make it left now? The first watch around about now, will call. What they best now call, your first all corporate, right? Ufi was, watch around about.
Yeah.
To walk on no. You want only cages you left. So Chemo Hona Kakra, free gas station, a co him kakra. There's a 10 on your left. The second 10
Sorry,
on your left.
sorry, what was happening? Omoton cars on ifa.
Opposite the cars no.
Okay.
Me fear
Wow.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah, city boy.
City boy pa. City na me twa for han mesi. Mesi ayi for no ma call harasi o ma mesi ayi. Wa so ma call harasi o ma anza na me ko be bia bako. Efecho. Ti ye concurrent o ha.
Okay.
Na AI class. Yenko AI class so. And then they are ton AI class. But in the fact say or say knowledge. Knowledge is important. Knowledge is very, very important. You who say the ama confusion about your parents are confused by cranny D knowledge no mean I say different knowledge. No say you see we interested that the numbers need be or fan to you your friend cra no yen ka seminar ho asem so be my seminar no ho bi kakra bi tip yen fan pon. Hey, I'm say Joe about my Joe and Kasa we are now Mr. Obama a seminar na yi na fe ye de pon. Jonate. Yes, koso.
That's enough me champion for Stakan coming Mr. Obama. He said Stakan coming there. Mr. Okay, say why man I fresh o sikanin tea. Mr. Coming.
Why you say sikanin tea?
Oh no, na kanya sikantia. Enganya sikantia ka unya sound mind dem a o sa me chire o. Say we kwa swa shit. Ore, ana me boa na.
Dio me ta
You do that level no.
Intina me ka say. You know what hona when you sound man then what to me be chire nka say wa swa shia nka o to me kra ma mete. Yeah. Enti ya da se pa ni nyina esika say Mr. Ben. Awara no be ku ya say na Mr. Ben ka na esika say. Enti ya da ma say mama ye chire so history a we mind no ni yesu yesua de chire no eno na e bi adwen no na ye homa ye besua seminars a ye beko Mr. Ben kan wo ne money loss no say onya financial you know ni YouTube ni TikTok eno ni say obehwe right information I be na moye na no betuma shift adwen no esan say you yon de wa adwen nim bra wonya adwen foforo ye wonya adwen sakra ye pe wa bra boy papa enti say utu ni am dada no efiri adwen no information foforo nim de foforo gu adwen mu a emba bie enti ebe show bi ankran say usanka homa ni bia pe bi na kan na fen so wa register seminar no 27th ni nyina yaba aha esan say Mr. Ben kan asem say o say yedie no enye sika nko a apomoden so ye yedie abusua chechere ne impact obenya onipa so eno so ye yedie ansa na sika so ye yedie enti say wo sika no ne apomoden a ana tutu ne menu so ye enti oba no oba hu yedie na enye wenye sika nko a ne no ene boa na niama wo chere Mr. Ben enye for yemfa mpe sika nko a o ya brabo ene ye de bobra nya wo chere no ene ye de bobra etwa ha etisese kan no fanu no o de kwa ware mu etwa o de kɔ namfo mu etwa o de kɔ busua mu de basikam bebi o de bɛkɔ bia no eye adwuma enti ye be show bia nkran say on register unu mo bi nso a register ma no na enti a nipa ni nu kran so ni right information yes onye aha because say nipa na o wa ha na no etukwan kɔ baabi otumi kɔ dimra so na wa ho ntumi say nimdeɛ na o wa ha ne enye system na wo ha na enye enti yan kasa yan bi o de ye de boa no o boa na adwene ye kama afa mu nyina musuma betuma techire enti kakra me de so no se nyina ya register 27th no yen hia ne hia de na nimde nko a na betuma ma nipa hu yedie Mr. Befim da se na akwanya
That's it. Mr. Bima mincho no kakra na amafo se me explain AI class no kakra nsa so the class no AI governance, right? AI governance. What it is AI BBBA. A ni feed machine information and that machine no and I say whatever it is no and information free. The nyama bebre shima to say send we as a city no the amount we say you have crown me pe ha ne say we hwe nyama ekoso na send no musi hu yetuntum fo no sa nyama na na yesa de hyehye sa nyama ni It you know a man yama be and change be a free senka we buy and can see me change. Until here and crop for also almost that side no. The biases ne saa nneɛma bebree a wɔn yɛyɛ no ɛno a nti the governance part ne yɛ sɛ bɛma AI yɛbɛtumi yɛyɛ no ɛkwan papa so ɛma ntumi wɔn mfa nneɛma asɔ bɛyɛ bias hɔ ne saa nneɛma na apart from that ne yɛnkora regular things koraa no bi wɔn a amanfoɔ bɔ fa nneɛma so adeɛ a wɔsɛ wɔn di nneɛma so no kura mu na akɔbɛdi yɛde yɛyɛ saa nneɛma na wɔn di fa so nti yɛno ne the governance part no na ɛno no Bibia we AI bia we hear this part. This administration now almost say China for kuja omutia so matini kakra but I hear the next administration very very strict. So this the job market for this no very hard. So many say a juma ho den but when it comes to this dia bebre ho. Say them kind no. Yen ye focus na yen pese obekwa koye adwuma so ye adwuma mo bi. But so obekọ na sika no kosoro betim dia nema wo so ye no ayi ho afiri mu ntem. And nyama say ne start say ba bia na ho ne ye ebibifo bo say ye ho afiri especially Africans ne ye ho afiri. But so hwɛ de me kan ya say no musi hu ye no ha sa no me sa de ahyehyɛ ne nti sa na be sa aba. Nti hia enkrofo these places betimi aye yi no. One ebeboa yen am yetimi de ho atoto yi at the same time so no be sa ma sika kakra na otimi de na it's open so hu anu yi a wa betimi create things for you. You know, Ranan is very open. Betimi create nyama bebree for ebetimi aboa wo nyama bebree ho. If we are interested at link na yɛde to no just get involved na answer best starting March 31st 6 weeks class you know enko so be yampo na yampo okay you any enko naka Kwame aba
manika sir
okay because konem be come by okay Kwame koso Kwame line in you and the line in yet. You any Mr. Binkasani uncle.
For the Damasi, yeah, I know so many abro. We know it. Wow. Word process, yeah. Say, until I said word, and I said word creation is a system, it's a processor. Yeah, I'm going to try you. And the idea was it's 20 years. As we say, sometimes there's word education and there's financial education. Many of our people who are even trying just a financial education, don't know any woman, and then I will take it to the word education, where it's mainly on assets, the ability to build asset base so that those assets will work for you for the rest of your life and for generations. And these ones are, they are done intentionally. And it's a would name asset now. How can you build them? And almost a more crowd, the more investment in the it's more on the capital market. Those, you know, Hano, Sano Manocrano. So Wahakrana, Yamudu does any. And the no man a bang and one or see a bone who the rose in your Matiasi. Munsey, no my age, and yen Chesavea, Omako school, a bit Matiasi, Debbie. A Chesa will be all Pepper Piano. Local school's own school, obey to me at the Norman a bang or no. And to a very high level, and I think that one is something that almost everybody can achieve some level of height, and so the awareness to say dear cranny yeti normal bed or somebody go aquam. I mean I'm quite so or something na my deviate so semi Jesus I am dear way mono sebe we are about this oil brand here now to say as here. We say, can come on, William Randy. You have no excuse not to have a great future. Because on my end, we were struggling to understand. You have them, which means you're way above a lot of people, even adults. And more access to such knowledge, or more advantage. You know, there are a lot of adults who are still struggling today because of my information, Papa Nente. The other man for meeting in Tema, and they are not lying. One tenant or take rather one pay attention. You know, so these are things that eventually bones here can see as and what you but was anti we are the about some little bit that teacher will be significant. You know, so whoever that's it.
That's it. Can come point.
All right, for Beverly, yeah, and that program now is very powerful. Me am some one I'm taking notes and so so I think that no cry woman and say oh you're young, oh you're old though, be hungry for knowledge and constant knowledge acquisition. It always set apart or more medi any or more mundi, you know. And yeah, obviously be as secret to be any baby say a secret to be the secret is that those who are doing well financially, you know, money baby or more so aiding here and in you. And to say program be say any seminars I ever be on the 27th, no. So don't who a shame that's all the 2 and more be who difference, no. Obiara any the AB or no making millions. Maybe I will best start making 100,000s. Like whilst you're applying those principles, no. Also you do well financially and then life in general. And see, yeah, there. And no never my idea when I made the problem.
Oh, we did. Maybe if you can now send me to young guys no and girls no. I must say yeah be ma this your friend is saying this March 1st
Sunday.
Omo better send your mouth for confused now. Omo parents now confused. Omo no money confused. This Wednesday she said super. This Sunday coming in. These are the gurus. I'm so betrayed. Sunday mo join financial freedom easier in Ghana or abroad right now. See.
Wow.
I send them Mr. Binka Bia. I say cruise nini nana kwame ba wa ha ohe Pharaoh ha msefusua so ha na zamza de say nipa bebre ni no na kwame so wa ha. It is Sunday we are 8 p.m. Ghana time at 3 p.m. Eastern. She so ha ya because they say no I'm out for you here omo be take over omo ba. Oh yeah, on that note no you name register class no this the many abre was a class no you register and books no so was here Toby well bia was here two books ni bi and then I meet with the na a way can just some you can na sum up was our books no. Very simple books you reading a very simple and yet DB more DBA we class 2 grab it me akai encourage for the class. Make sure you spend wisely, save intentionally, and be generous. Bye. See all of you later. All right. For me, that's it.
Yes, sir.
And a friend say, sure now.